drive your car every day. You feel the leather or fabric of the seat, the weight of the steering wheel in your hands. You hear the familiar purr of the engine as it starts. You think you know it. You think that after so many years and so many miles, that machine has nothing new to offer you, that it's simply a tool that takes you from point A to point B. But what if I told you that in that very machine, in that travel companion you consider so predictable, a hidden intelligence is lurking, a secret language of functions and capabilities that 99% of drivers are completely unaware of? I'm not talking about complicated computer systems or functions that only appear in the highest-end models. I'm talking about ingenious secrets designed by engineers to make your life easier, safer, and more efficient. And they have been right in front of your eyes all this time. Prepare yourself, because what you are about to discover today will forever transform the relationship you have with your vehicle. If this type of deep knowledge about the automotive world is what you're looking for, if you value the experience and secrets that only years can teach, then I invite you to become part of our community. Leave a like on this video so we know this content brings you value, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the revelations we have prepared for you. Activate the notification bell, because the journey to total mastery of your vehicle is just beginning. Number 1. The little symbol that changes how you use gas stations. Let's start with something you've looked at thousands of times without probably paying the slightest attention. Let's talk about the fuel gauge. You look at it to know how much gas you have left. A basic and vital function. But right there, next to the gas pump icon, there is almost always a small triangle, a tiny arrow. Have you ever wondered why it's there? That little triangle isn't a design ornament. It's a code, a direct message from the engineer to you, the driver. That arrow points to the side of the vehicle where the fuel cap is located. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you pulled into a gas station in a car that isn't yours, perhaps a rental or a family member's, and had to stick your head out the window, or worse, get out of the car to check which side the tank is on? It's an awkward situation, one that makes us look like rookies. With just one glance at that little triangle on your instrument panel, that doubt vanishes forever. You'll know instantly which side of the pump to park on, saving time, avoiding unnecessary maneuvers, and above all, demonstrating a knowledge of the vehicle that most people simply don't have. This detail, which seems insignificant, is actually the first step to understanding that your car is full of ingenious solutions to everyday problems. The designers understand the small day-to-day frustrations and have left clues all over the vehicle. This arrow is proof that your car is trying to communicate with you in subtle ways. Learning to read these little signs is the beginning of a new relationship with your machine, one in which you don't just drive, you understand. Number 2. The true function of the air recirculation button. We all know that button on the climate control panel. It has the icon of a car with an arrow spinning inside it. Most people use it in the summer, thinking its only function is to make the air conditioning cool the cabin faster. And while it's true that it does, since it cools the air already inside instead of constantly having to cool the hot air from outside, its true potential goes much further and is directly related to your health and safety. The main function of this button is to seal the ventilation system from the outside. Why is this so crucial? Imagine you're driving and get stuck in a traffic jam inside a tunnel. The exhaust fumes from the cars around you concentrate, filling the air with carbon monoxide and other harmful particles. If you are drawing air from outside, you are bringing all those pollutants directly into your cabin. By pressing the recirculation button, you create a bubble of cleaner air inside your car, protecting your lungs. The same applies when you drive through industrial areas with strong odors, on dirt roads that kick up a cloud of dust, or when you pass a truck emitting dense black smoke. It's a protective shield for your respiratory system, but its usefulness doesn't end there. In winter, this button is also an ally. By recirculating the indoor air, it helps the heating warm up the car faster, and more importantly, it can help defog the windows more quickly if the indoor air is drier than the humid air outside. However, it's vital to know when not to use it. It's not recommended to keep recirculation on during long trips, as the air can become stale and increase carbon dioxide levels, which can cause drowsiness. Use it strategically, as a temporary shield against pollution and as an accelerator for your climate control system. Number 3. the dual action. Secret of your sun visor. The sun visor. Such a simple and fundamental piece of everyday driving. Its function seems obvious. Flip it down to block the sun coming through the windshield, but this is where most drivers stop, not knowing they are only using 50% of its capacity. Look closely at the point where the visor connects to the car's roof at one of its ends. You'll notice it's not a fixed hinge. It's designed to be unhooked. With a simple motion, you can release it from its central clip and swing it towards the side window. Suddenly, you've created a barrier against that blinding sun coming from the side, which is especially annoying during sunrise or sunset when the sun is low on the horizon. This function is a first-rate safety feature. A flash of sun at the wrong moment can blind you for vital seconds, preventing you from seeing an obstacle, a pedestrian, or a change in traffic. By being able to reposition the sun visor, you maintain a clear, glare-free view at all times. But there's more. On many models, once you've swung the visor to the side window, you can also slide it forward or backward along the support rod. This allows you to adjust its position with pinpoint accuracy, covering exactly the area where the light is coming in without obstructing your view of the side view mirror. It's a design of brilliant simplicity and effectiveness. The next time you feel that annoying sun from the side, remember the solution isn't to turn your head or squint, but to use the tool engineers designed precisely for that situation. Your sun visor isn't just a simple visor, it's an articulated and adjustable safety device. Number 4. The hidden power in your remote fob. Your key, or remote fob, is much more than just a device to lock and unlock the doors. A function is hidden inside it that can be incredibly useful, especially on the hottest days of the year. Picture this scene. Your car has been parked under the sun for hours. The interior is a veritable oven, with temperatures that can exceed 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees. Opening the door and getting inside is a suffocating and unpleasant experience. The solution many apply is to start the engine and crank the air conditioning, waiting for the interior to cool down. But there is a much faster and more elegant way. On the vast majority of modern vehicles, if you press and hold the unlock button on your remote fob for a few seconds, something almost magical will happen. All the car's windows will lower simultaneously. Some models will even open the sunroof. This function is designed to ventilate the car remotely. Before you even reach the door, you can release all that superheated air and allow cooler air from outside to enter. By the time you open the door, the interior temperature will have already dropped drastically, making the cooling process with the air conditioner much faster and more efficient, which in turn saves fuel and reduces strain on the compressor. It's a function that seems like a luxury feature, but it's present in a surprising number of mid-range and standard cars. The key is to try it. Go outside, aim at your car, and press and hold the button. You might discover a new capability in that little object you carry in your pocket. And on some vehicles, the reverse process also works. By pressing and holding the lock button, you can close all the windows that were left open, securing your car without having to turn the ignition back on. Number 5. The secret manual control in your automatic shifter. Many drivers who have switched from a manual to an automatic car feel they have lost some control and connection with the vehicle. The automatic transmission is comfortable, yes, but sometimes it seems to make its own decisions. What many don't know is that in most automatic transmissions, engineers included a way to regain that control. Look at your gear shifter. Besides the usual positions, P, R, N, D, you will likely see other markings such as L, 2, 3, or perhaps an S, Sport, or M, Manual mode with plus and D symbols. These are not emergency positions. They are your direct access to manual control of the transmission. The L, Low, or 1 position forces the car to stay in first gear. This is incredibly useful for climbing very steep slopes with a load, as it gives you maximum torque, or for going down very long and steep hills. By keeping the car in a low gear, you use what is known as engine braking. The engine itself helps to hold the vehicle back, preventing it from picking up too much speed and drastically reducing wear and overheating of the brakes. The 2 and 3 positions work similarly, limiting the transmission from shifting past second or third gear, respectively. They are perfect for driving in slippery conditions like snow or mud, as they limit the power going to the wheels and prevent them from spinning. If your car has an M mode or paddles behind the steering wheel, you have even more direct control, able to shift up and down at will, like in a race car. Learning to use these functions will not only make you a safer driver in adverse conditions, but will also give you back that feeling of mastery over your car's mechanics that many believe is lost in the automatic era. Number 6. The mystery of the small square on your bumper. Look closely at the front or rear bumper of your car. You will very likely find a small square or circle about the size of a large coin that seems to be cut out of the bodywork. It's not a factory defect or an ornament. It's a cover that hides a vital anchor point for one of the most stressful situations a driver can experience, needing their car to be towed. Behind that small plastic cover, which can be removed by prying gently with the tip of your key or a flathead screwdriver, is a threaded hole. And what is it for? Now go to the trunk of your car. Next to the spare tire or in the toolkit, you will find a heavy metal object with an eye shape on one end and a thread on the other. That is the tow hook. In the event of a breakdown, you screw that hook into the hole in the bumper. The result is a solid and secure anchor point connected directly to the vehicle's chassis, specifically designed to withstand the stress of being towed. Knowing this system exists and how it works can save you a huge amount of time and trouble. The tow truck operator will know exactly where to connect the cable without risking damage to the bumper, radiator, or suspension, which can happen if they try to hook the car by the wrong spot. Furthermore, in a minor emergency, like getting stuck in mud or snow, this anchor point allows another vehicle to pull you out safely. It's a fundamental safety feature hidden in plain sight. Knowing it's there and how to access it gives you immense peace of mind, preparing you for an eventuality we all hope we never have to face. Number 7. The science behind the black dots on your windshield. We've all seen them, but almost no one really knows what they're for. I'm referring to that band of black dots that surrounds the edge of the windshield and fades as it moves away from the frame. This is known as the frit or frit band. And no, it's not a decorative element. It serves several incredibly important engineering functions. The first and most crucial is to protect the urethane sealant that glues the windshield to the car's chassis. This adhesive is sensitive to degradation from the sun's ultraviolet rays. The solid black band of baked-on ceramic acts as a shield, blocking UV rays and ensuring the adhesive maintains its structural integrity for the life of the vehicle. Without that band, the sun could weaken the glue, leading to water leaks and, in the worst case, a catastrophic failure in the glass's bond. The second function is to provide a rougher surface for adhesion. The surface of the frit is rougher than the smooth glass, which allows the urethane to grip much more strongly, creating a more secure and durable bond. Finally, there's the aesthetic and functional purpose of the fading dots. This half-tone pattern creates a more visually pleasing transition between the opaque black band and the clear glass, avoiding a harsh, unattractive line. But it also has a thermal function. This gradual transition helps distribute heat more evenly across the glass when exposed to direct sun, reducing the chance of optical tension or distortion due to the temperature difference between the black band, which gets hotter, and the rest of the windshield. So, those little dots are a marvel of multifunctional engineering. They protect, bond, and manage heat and aesthetics all in one design. Number 8. The secret dial for not blinding other drivers. This is a detail that, if all drivers knew and used it, nighttime roads would be infinitely safer. Many vehicles are equipped with a small dial or wheel, usually to the left of the steering wheel near the light controls, with numbers that typically range from 0 to 3 or 4. Most people never touch it, assuming it's some kind of brightness control for the instrument panel. But its function is much more important. It's used to adjust the height of the headlights. Why would you need to do that? The ideal height of the headlights is calibrated for when the car is carrying a normal load, that is, just the driver or one passenger. But imagine you load the trunk with heavy luggage for a long trip, or that 4 or 5 people are riding in the car. All that weight in the back will cause the suspension to compress, raising the front of the vehicle. As a result, your headlights, which were previously aimed correctly at the road, are now pointing higher, directly into the eyes of oncoming drivers, dangerously blinding them. That's where this dial comes in. The 0 position is for a normal load. As you add weight to the back, you should turn the dial to 1, 2, or 3, depending on the load. Each number lowers the light beam slightly, compensating for the car's upward tilt and ensuring your lights illuminate the road and not the sky or the retinas of other drivers. Using this function isn't just a matter of courtesy, it's an act of responsibility and road safety. A blinded driver is a dangerous driver. Take a moment to locate this control in your car and check the manual to understand the recommended load setting for each number. It's a small action that makes a big difference in the safety of everyone on the road.